Just when Ruoli was so excited about the good fortune that Charlie sent to her, and at the same time he came out to be a live-in son-in-law, Charlie said indifferently, "If you have any needs, directly talk to Isaac. He will help you, and I will now." Ruoli said quickly, "Young Mr. Wade, I will see you off." Ruoli sent Charlie to the door of the room, and Charlie said, "You may return." Ruoli nodded respectfully, bowed deeply, and said gratefully, "Mr. Wade, thank you." Charlie smiled slightly. "Don't worry about it." Having said that, he immediately left. Seeing Charlie's back figure out of his administrative district, Ruoli felt a panic in her heart. She closed the door and murmured involuntarily, "Mr. Wade really has great magical powers. My mother and grandpa have taken me to practice hard for so many years, and they have never given me such good luck. Even grandpa himself has not been able to take his Ren reach the core, but, in front of Mr. Wade, all of this seems to be effortless. If it were not for Mr. Wade's help, she would not have reached such a realm in this life." Thinking of this, Ruoli's eyes were already full of tears. The He family are all martial fanatics. Their greatest pursuit is martial arts in life. Ruoli's grandfather's greatest wish is to one day open up the 4 meridians and revitalize the glory of the He family. It's a pity that he is now in his old age, and he still can't find a way to break through. Over the years, as he grew older, his strength has been somewhat uncontrollable in decline, and there is no hope for a breakthrough. Originally, Ruoli's mother, Yingshou, was the most promising descendant of the He family. At a young age, she was infinitely close to breaking through the 3rd meridian. At that time, her grandfather concluded that Yingshou would surely achieve a breakthrough within 5 years, becoming the first person in the He family to break through the 3 meridians before the age of 30 in nearly 100 years. But it is a pity that at the most critical stage, she was seriously injured to save Xin. The most serious thing is that she broke an arm for Xin. In martial arts novels, there are often one-armed heroes, such as the one-armed god Ni, Princess Changping, and the magical sculpture hero Yang Guo. But after that, they are all martial arts works, and they cannot be true. The real masters of the inner family don't have the ability to fly over the wall and fight bulls in the air. What they rely on is external and internal hard work. No matter how the inner strength of the inner masters is trained, the real transformation into the lethality against the enemy depends on the limbs. One of the limbs is missing, and the strength is directly lost by a quarter. This still does not consider coordination. In fact, if a person loses one arm, the ability of the other arm will be greatly compromised due to a lack of coordination. Therefore, even though Yingshou is a martial arts genius, her talent can never make up for her body's shortcomings, so her strength has no room for improvement over the years. It can be said that the revitalization hope of the entire He family rests on Ruoli. Although her surname was Su, the He family never regarded her as an outsider. She is of the He family's flesh and blood, grew up in the He family and practiced the He family's Xingyi Quan, so she is the progeny of the He family. When Yingshou gave birth to Ruoli in October, the first thought of the head of the He family, Luther, was that the child was born with the surname He. Anyway, she is the illegitimate daughter of Xin, and the He family was not going to let Xin know about this. Naturally, it was reasonable to lend her their surname. However, Yingshou insisted that her surname must be Su. The reason is that Yingxiu's feelings towards Xin in her heart. She felt that even if she quietly gave birth to Xin's child, she was not going to tell Xin, but out of respect for Xin, she still wanted the child to follow his surname Su. Yingxiu's father, Luther, couldn't help but compromise her. However, Luther also made a request that Ruoli could not have the surname He, but if she gave birth to a boy in the future, he must have a surname He. Yingxiu agreed. She felt that in the future, Ruoli must be recruited. After that, He's family is not a waiting generation, and it is not difficult to recruit a son-in-law. From these things, it can be seen that the He family attaches great importance to Ruoli, which is not difficult to explain, why Ruoli also desires to allow the He family to rise again in the martial arts. Especially this time the Su family fell into trouble, and Ruoli lost all confidence and affection for the Su family. She had already made a plan in her heart. When the turmoil of this incident passed and when she could return to the He family, she would immediately change her surname to He and try her best to help the lintel of the He family. At the same time, she also intends to persuade Grandpa to let the whole He family be loyal to Charlie, not only to repay this great favor but also to have a better good fortune in the future. At this moment, Charlie left the hotel administrative area, and Isaac was waiting at the door. Seeing Charlie coming, he hurried forward and said respectfully, "Master, how was your talk to Miss Sue?" Charlie said calmly, "The talk was pretty good. She will stay in the hotel during this time. You will take care of her and other people for me. But it's the point I said before. Don't let them contact the outside world, only allow them to watch TV and answer calls from the service staff." Isaac nodded hurriedly and said, "Master, don't worry, I will arrange it." With that, he hurriedly handed a rectangular packing box to Charlie, and said, "Master, this is the new phone you asked me to buy." Before Charlie entered Ruoli's room and left, he had instructed Isaac to arrange for someone to buy a new mobile phone, so Isaac asked someone to buy the latest top-matched iPhone. The reason why Charlie asked Isaac to arrange for someone to buy a mobile phone was mainly that he wanted to go to the Pearl River Woods where Wendy worked and give her this mobile phone when he returned. Then, transfer some money to her PayPal or Alipay to make her life less embarrassing for some time in the future. This is his consistent principle of being a man. People respect him and he respects others. Wendy looked down on him for so many years, so Charlie didn't have any softness or tenderness towards her before. But now that she has sincerely admitted her mistakes and called him her brother-in-law sincerely, then he naturally has to express himself. "If you respect and obey me, I will let you benefit from it." This is the key quality of becoming a master. And those who respect him, obey him, and he does not benefit you, they will never achieve true success. Some bosses, even if they have thousands of possessions, can hardly escape a word. Even if relatives, friends, and subordinate staff treat him respectfully and work hard for him, he is still reluctant to give the benefits he deserves. There are also some bosses who like to do things like hiding all the birds, crossing the river, and demolishing bridges. Such a person will sooner or later lose the support of everyone, lose the help of his confidant, and become a lonely person. Once deficient in morals and helplessness, naturally there is no chance to become a master. Those well-known entrepreneurs who are really big, without exception, all follow the law of, "Those who follow me prosper." Only in this way can we gain the support of others and make our own career bigger and bigger. This is the essence of the 5 words, "Those who follow me prosper." At this time, Charlie got the cell phone and said to Isaac, "Okay, Mr. Isaac, I'm leaving." Isaac blurted out, "Master, I will take you down." Charlie said lightly, "No, you go and do your job, don't worry about me." Isaac hurriedly smiled and said, "I just want to go down, and come along." Charlie nodded, did not say more.